got Hotel Artemis. Now I know this got Bautista in it, and it's got some other people. I'm not sure.
I think Charlie Day is in it.
Yeah, I think it's got like a lot of people. Like it's a big lineup. Now, for what I heard about this movie, it is got similar roots from John Wick, where it's an action movie, but it's set at a hotel where it's a hotel for criminals.
Yeah,
and everybody know in John Wick, anybody a fan of John Wick?
I think this one is like. Someone told me it's like a hospital,
something like that.
Like
but it's called
clinic.
Hotel.
Yeah,
but we'll find out with the trailer. But if anybody know John Wick, they have something called a Hotel Continental, and this is the hotel for assassins. And they got like what 2 rules? Or the main rule is
no business on company.
It's neutral ground.
Yeah.
You cannot kill nobody in this hotel, and this is where assassins. It's like an underground world of assassins, and they all follow this rule that they will not kill nobody in the hotel Hotel Continental, which is a cool idea. And I heard they actually gonna do a series with that, like on Stars or something.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that sounds like that sound badass. So this is kind of now what I heard. This is kind of like borrowing from that idea, and sometimes that's a good thing. Because if it's not just a direct copy, if you take something like a property that has a good idea that's not even a main plot, if you could take that little spark of an idea and make something big out of it, and make your own thing with it, I would love to see that, because there's a lot of movies where I'm like, man, if they could have went farther with that. Yeah. So if you could take a whole separate movie and just take that one idea.
Because the trick is just to not be derivative about it. Like if like with John Wick, one of the great things about that is they don't like try to explain to you, and the Continental was started in such and such year by so and so.
Yeah.
It's like no,
it was just in there.
It's just there. Don't worry about how it got there. It's just there.
Yeah, and I mean, that'd have been interesting. You can do you can really do an anthology series from that, because it's gonna be different assassins coming like
in every major city.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've got them all over the place.
So yeah, this is supposed to be pulling from that idea. I don't know if they directly gonna say that, but for what I'm hearing, that's what it is kind of about. So we're going to watch this trailer, and we're going to get a little discussion for it and see how we feel about it. So without further ado, Hotel Artemis trailer.
Most violent riot in California history.
The largest total of
3 minutes.
Open the vault now!
Oh, that's real nice.
You don't want it.
No, I really do.
Hit the ground now!
I need to make a call.
So they gave him his own movie, huh?
Hello. How can I help?
And that's Jodie Foster.
Easy, fellas. Everybody's gonna get fixed up. Now verify your memberships, and we're off to the races.
The Artemis is a secret hospital for criminals.
I thought you were done with all this.
I got out, but you know how it goes.
You're never out. Not again.
I thought this place was a myth.
We've been here for 22 years. This hospital was built on 2 things. Trust. Rules.
You see that badge? That means I'm a healthcare professional.
You're an arms dealer, right?
Don't push my buttons. Don't you do that.
I don't know
I'm a
if I can pitch
professional,
Charlotte
but
Day
this
as
woman, she's in
anybody.
business. If you knew what she
Sophia
could do to you with
Boutella.
just that cup of coffee.
You're lucky this place has rules.
The Artemis isn't safe for us because of this. It's a portable vault.
Worth about $18 million.
Wolf King is probably going to want those back.
Okay, this is a real problem. It's here.
Open the gate!
That's against the rules.
Rules? The rule breakers. Hey, where are you been?
You got like a plan. You're my brother. I love you.
3D printing complete.
I got the next best thing. I got it, good.
Guess my ballroom days are over, baby.
Showtime.
I got my boy Paperboy.
There's a war zone up here.
Am I gonna make it out of here?
We can do it together.
This is what I do.
Visiting hours are never.
busy night at the Artemis.
You know, you might want to buy some scented candles or something, because it smells like somebody died in here.
They did.
All right, we back. We just watched the Hotel Artemis. What you think about that, man?
I mean, they really laid on the old for Jodie Foster in there.
Yeah, I know she a little older now than I remember from Silence of the Lambs, but that's got to be a little makeup making her look
Like even like the way she was moving, man. Like
she like the old lady that used to run a saloon.
Yeah,
you know, she probably used to be hot back in the day. Now she just like, look, I just got to keep this shit running. So what you think about it on the whole?
Man, they got color in this.
It looked fun, dude. I'm in. It's kind of reminiscent of a movie I remember I thought was gonna be the shit, but it was kind of a letdown. Smoking Aces.
Yeah,
remember that movie?
Yeah,
yeah. It's I remember that trailer for that. I thought that movie was gonna be the
that
shit.
trailer made that movie look so cold, and then you see it, it's like,
yeah.
Like they show you all these interesting characters, and everybody gets like 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, I know. They had all these stars, and it was just like kind of dumb. And I mean, it had some good moments in there, but you know, I ain't saying it's that, but you know, it looked fun, and I'm hoping it lives up to what the trailer's selling. You know, so what you think about all the actors in there having
Batista in his most ambitious role today, a healthcare professional.
Batista is becoming a real actor, though, man. I respect him as a real actor.
Like, it's getting to the point I'm always happy when I see him on a cast list.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got other wrestlers that's try to act in like John Cena or whatever. He's still learning, you know.
Yeah, like because even John Cena will tell you, it's like, I'm not an actor, I'm a wrestler.
I mean,
but if they need me to act in something, I'll act. Batista,
I mean, he's trying to be that guy, but Batista really got chops, though.
Yeah. And so, like, and that's the great thing about him is when you see him, it's like, no, he's not just a big guy that they put in this movie because they needed a big guy. He knows what he's doing.
Right. Especially after seeing him in the Blade Runner 2049, I was like, Batista is a real actor.
Yeah.
So, but what you think about them using the black lead? What did you say his name? What's his name? Sterling?
Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah. What you think about him? Because I seen him in some other things. I never pictured him as a leading man. You know,
I'm hoping, if nothing else, that that this is the right movie for him to take lead on.
Yeah, I'm looking like it looks good, and he looked like he was handling his own. Like he looked like he was standing toe to toe with the bigger actors or whatever. So I'm looking like, okay, I just didn't think his name would be big enough to give him a lead, but I'm for it though, you know, because I definitely want to see different people.
And I hope this movie doesn't end up being his last.
Yeah, you know how it is. If it's a bad reception, they will. Well, you can't lead a movie,
right?
Yeah. You know,
it's like a movie will be written horribly, and they'll always blame whoever played lead.
I know.
Got a couple of folks that I'm kind of seeing as throwaways in here. Charlie Day.
Yeah, I'm looking like. I hope he doesn't look bad as I think it looks
because he's basically like cream corn. He thinks he's bad, but it's like everybody's like, he ain't nothing.
Yeah, I mean, so okay, Jeff Goldblum as your main villain.
What do they call him? Wolf King?
That was his name?
Wolf King, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of gave the plot away, but it's still kind of like they did a heist. Which you see this plot in other movies too. They did a heist and they stole something they shouldn't have stole.
Right.
And then they made an enemy that they thought they wasn't gonna make. So now they gotta survive the night.
Yeah.
Excuse me, or whatever. So what you think about that? Which can be fun, but I've seen it before.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to enjoy that trope just because I like watching stuff like, you know, one mistake mounts in on itself. It's like, look, we stole it. We can't just give it back because we stole it and he's going to make an example of us. Yeah. So we got to make it through the night and we got to find a way to survive this.
Right. And most times in these movies, you can't just give it back. Right. Once you steal it, that's just, you just got to.
You're done.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we stole this. We didn't know that was yours, so here you go.
We meant
it
no
don't
disrespect.
work like that.
Oh, that's great.
it don't work in the criminal world. It don't work like that.
But I'm curious to see what Zachary Quinto's character is because
Which one is that?
They didn't show who he's playing. They just showed his
name.
They just showed his name and showed him looking through a fence. But he plays a damn good psychopath. So
Who is he in? What else he playing?
he was Spock.
Oh! You talking about? Oh, he was in there. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
He was Siler on Hero.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forgot that was his name. Yeah. It was also they got my boy from Atlanta, Brian Tyree Henry, looking like okay. They got some people that I really fuck with.
His major talent is being able to look like he cannot deal with what he's currently going through. Like, every time I see him, it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Like he always looks like he's at his wit's end and the shit is about to run him over. But I have been watching Atlanta lately, and I like him on Atlanta. So
Yeah. Dude got some chops because he was playing some other characters. He ain't just relegated to playing the rapper black guy.
Yeah,
he do that in Atlanta, but he's actually more depth to that character. But he ain't just relegated to playing a stereotype.
Right.
I've seen him do other stuff besides just being, that type that they usually cast people. They has his look as, you know what I'm saying? So kudos for that.
Other than that, they got Sophia Boutella doing her usual.
I was just about to say they got her kind of typecast now. She's
the leg chick.
Now she is now the hot female assassin. Every time you got her, I mean, this is like the third movie she did the same role, ain't it?
Second or third, yeah.
Well, I mean, she was in Kingsman, and then she was in what's that movie?
But she wasn't an assassin.
Atomic Blonde.
She wasn't an assassin there.
She was a spy. Yeah. But you can say, what's her name? The Mummy. Well, what I'm just saying is, and then it's okay because she has a look.
And she knows how to move.
Right. Was she a dancer or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So she probably good at martial arts, or she probably took to learning martial arts real easy because she's a dancer. Those that kind of go hand in hand. But what I'm saying is, now it's like everything you're gonna be in, that's what you always got to be the femme fatale. Or
that was one of the reasons I liked her in Atomic Blonde was she was more or less just a chick.
Yeah, I mean she was a spy, but it's just the point. I'm just seeing her.
I think she was basically just.
She was a spy.
She was a spy's assistant. Like all she did was take pictures.
She was a spy, dude. But it's just like she was a spy. What else you want to say?
In that genre, it's like no one's ever like just someone who collects information. They always have their skill set.
But she's playing the same type of role though. Either working for the good guy or bad guy, she's playing that same type of role. Can she do something that ain't got nothing to do with stuff like this?
Yeah.
And
I would like to see her in a more mundane role,
and I'm cool with it. But now I'm starting to see her doing this. If I see you doing the same role at least 3 times, to me, at least 3 times, then I'm like, okay, you typecast now. Yeah.
I'd like to see her come out of that mode.
What I mean, if that's the case, then they need to make her the next female action star. Then, because what's her name, Malia Djokovic or whatever.
Malia Djokovic.
You're right. When she did, I can't remember her first action movie, but they just kept showing her, and she just kept doing action movies.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's just that to me is like, okay, y'all typecasting her. Maybe y'all trying to make it to the next. She got a look though.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fine and she looked like she can fight. So I mean,
we can definitely stop giving Scarlett Johansson some jobs now.
Yeah, you said stop or
stop.
Yeah, yeah, stop.
Please. They
keep trying to make her an action star, and it's cool. And she's the queen of the power slide.
and that hair flip.
Power slide and hair flip. I mean, that's the point. Because she clearly has a stunt double because she does not know any martial arts, and she's kind of awkward when she even walked to me. So we got somebody that's very physically capable of doing action, and I think they should start fucking with somebody like that on these action movies for as female. But we'll see. Other than that, man,
not a whole lot else to say about this movie.
I mean, it's a lot going on, but it is like these movies, like Smoking Aces, It's one called Free Fire, just came out. It's like one of them crazy anything can happen action movies, kind of like almost like a dark comedy, you know, where it's like people just out of nowhere somebody get their head blown off or some shit, you know.
Yeah. And I do tend to find those movies fairly watchable. So long as they handle it, you know, with any kind of skill, they got it.
Yeah, it's a thin line with those movies where this movie could be a classic or this movie could just be like, okay, it's going too far.
You know, it's the difference between, you know, Crank and Smoking Aces.
Yeah, true. Basically, it's all they both on a level and they can go either way. Yeah. All right, so that's our review. That's our reaction to Hotel Artemis. Looks good. We're gonna check it out. We will get a review for us. We got one more trailer for you.